Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is generally suitable for people aged 10 years and up. Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back to the zoo. My name's Jack. If you've never been here before, welcome aboard. If you have been here before, welcome back. Absolutely. Glad to have you. Thank you for watching my stuff. Just doing a couple of, what would you call it? Maintenance ads? You know, adding things that I forgot to add when I should have added them, that kind of thing. I'm doing pretty good today. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing all right. Ultimately today what we're going to be doing is adding a habitat for the emus. I just wanted to get a couple of things done real quick before we do that. The emu build, by the way, should not be that long because I am using a pre-built, I guess you'd call it a cage. It looks good. It's good for the birds. It'll hold the birds just fine. So, you know, and it's similar to the one that I put the koalas in that, you know, it's a pre-built structure that I have just laying around in my blueprints. I built it, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. And you know, and when I find an animal that this enclosure suits, I will use the blueprint. Nothing wrong with using blueprints. I mean, sure, it certainly makes the build faster, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to put a couple of signs up here. There we go. Now this one's going to be a bit of a trick. But I think I can do it. All right, now we just need to do a little surgery on this sign, that's all. Okay, those are single pieces. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. It'll stay like that. Anyway, onto the emus. Emus are fun. They are a fun animal. Granted, they are also dumber than a box of hammers, but they are a fun animal. Now here's what I was talking about. Let me show you this. This is a pre-made enclosure. Uses mesh pieces. And it's absolutely brilliant and it's easy to use. You know, nothing wrong with this. But I did want to do, let's see, we're going to move it out just a touch. And then we're going to bring it down so it's actually in the ground. Let me turn on my build light. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so you see how it's in the ground and it's all set up. It will be just fine. Now, let's see. Let's start by putting the barriers in, and then what should I start the build on the inside or should I just put the barriers in? Well, I'm going to put part of the barriers in anyway, and these of course will be the null barriers, and they are going to go right across this back piece. Like so. How long do I have that? 5 meters? No, let's move to 10. 10 meters, there we go. And you'll see, you know, using blueprints like this does make it immensely easy to get your builds finished. And don't let anybody tell you that you're doing something wrong by using these blueprints, because that's what they're there for. Everybody uses blueprints, and if they say they don't, they're lying to you. Believe me. If they say that they are not using blueprints, then they lie. Ah, there go my neighbor's dogs. Okay, so what we want to do also okay, now let's bring this path down this way. And this is how we'll connect it to the rest of the zoo. Let's just bring it down to 4. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but why can't I? That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, like that. Okay. So, it may seem a little weird that I am doing the I'm doing the pathway in the exterior first, but it just makes sense because I want to make sure it's spaced out correctly. What am I looking for? Mulch. Two by 2? 2 by 4. There we go. Okay. And this is all part of the spacing. Okay, my blue lizard is having babies soon. That's a good thing. This is all part of the spacing. What I want is I want the path to be close, but I don't want it to be right on the cage. So what I'm going to do to prevent that is basically I'm going to put a little bit of a garden in between the cage and the path. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. Now it's going to have the usual desert grasses, but for right now I want to mark out blah, 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 English, speak it, Butler. What I want to do is mark out the I guess you'd call it the borders of where I'm building. Okay, my cockroaches are having babies. That's a good thing too. You know, kind of like this. Now I don't have to do the back side because I'm not going to have I'm not going to have the tourist there, right? And you know, the English, Jesus, I'm tongue-tied today. What I was about to say was that the guests are not going to go all the way back into the staff area. This is about as far as they're going to go. Oh, for crying out loud. So to there, say. Okay? Now, we got this 6-meter path. like so. Now we just have to get them to meet in the middle. Okay, where's the T-junction? There we go. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay. But yeah, and this is how we're going to do it. Now, I'm not going to spend my entire time here putting in a flower garden. I may do it off camera, but you guys get what I'm trying to do, obviously, right? Okay, so now let's get our emus. Saltwater crocodiles are coming up soon, guys. That's why I had them all set up. And I just bumped my mic with my headset. Isn't that a little weird? Oh, right. Yeah, duh. Barriers. I'm such a chucklehead sometimes. And, you know, everything will happen inside the cage. The birds will have plenty of room. And I'll be able to, you know, they are so undemanding when it comes to their environment. I mean, emus are easy. They are a great starting animal if you want to start with something that's not like a warthog or something. Because they're easy to care for. And they don't give you any trouble. They are a domesticatable species, so they're friendly, or at least they can be friendly, you know? And they don't require a lot. They just don't. They don't have a lot of demands. All right. Now, I know this is designed for seals. I mean, you can, or sea lions. You can tell because of the statue. But I found this and I was like, oh my gosh, it works perfectly as a shade. And all I really have to do is get rid of the statue and put down some bedding, and these animals will have you know, a covered place to rest out of the heat. Okay, let's take a look at the birds. Hey, they've got plenty of space. They've got plenty of hard shelter, all because of that. That's a good thing. You know, told you it would work. I mean, and look at it. It looks cool. You know? Okay, they need grass and less sand. So let's get the terrain painter out. Short grass? Short grass they want? We'll get short grass. You know what? Soil? They want a little soil? Let's put the soil under here. Because, you know, it's realistic for the bedding area of a habitat to have been, you know, torn up and the grass is gone and things like that. You know, and we'll run short grass around them like this. And so. Okay, long grass, we can put a little long grass over here in the hinterlands of the habitat, like thus. And a little bit of rock. We'll put the rock under the rock, of course. Oh, listen to them. Listen to these guys. Okay. Now, we could use a little more coverage. Which is fine. They're in grassland and they're in desert. That's the terrains we're mostly going to be using now. What I want to do is I want all the way down, all the way down. Where is it? Let's get rid of the blueprints. It's gonna penetrate in a way. Oh, yeah, we can make use of this. Okay. Let's get some rocks in. Okay, looks like they've got enough, you know, they don't quite have enough coverage. And I want to do something about that. If nothing else, just to give them a place to... Okay, folks, that's it for this session of Planet Zoo. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, how about you hit that like button down below there? Subscribe if you haven't already. I can always use more subscribers. And if you want to say something to me, tell me how I'm doing a good job, tell me how I suck, whichever, I look forward to hearing from you down in the comments below. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
The jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. Even aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You gotta build a zoo.